Hello, greetings. It's me again, Zara Jawad, the truth seeker. And wanting to find the truth and wanting justice for all oppressed and unfairly treated, because I love justice so much. Somewhere in my life started to love justice, and I thought it was due to my religion, but this religion has turned out to be false. Although a lot of this talk and we practiced against oppression and injustice during Muharram, 2 months and some days. Okay, so people are going to say Muslims, even Shia Muslims who are in this for the oppressed and for justice in this religion, will say that we're cherry picking, but not really cherry picking. I'll explain hopefully in my own way and perhaps properly, or if I don't, then please overlook. So you see, the thing is that we have to, a cult leader or a false prophet, he can give good things also. So instead of showing the good things, like if I read Surah Muzammil ayat, this one, that keep patience with them and part with them courteously. And then I'll be like, because we have Bibi Zainab and the oppressed, the way they've shown Yazid and what he said. So I will I will fall back saying, oh God, I don't know. Oh my goodness. Fall back into Shia Islam or just be very, very silent about it, right? Another thing is that, so to show you, it is very difficult about a cult leader, whether this Prophet Muhammad was a cult leader, false prophet. It is coming to me, but then I do my research. I try reading. Although now I just cannot. I can't stand liars. I couldn't stand hypocrites. And now the tables have turned. So you see, that's why we have to show concentrate on those ayats that are against, like are about killing and all this, and wherever you find them, kill them, wait in ambush for them, attack them, assault them. So then we have our own this thing that read the Quran in context, and no, there was never an assault. Where does it say assault? It's, I think, in Surah Tawbah, the ayat, it says assault, like attack them. So we were never the aggressors. So I got kind of confused, like assault them. This is what the Sunnis who hate Shias could do, assault the polytheists wherever you find them, because they've given a bad name. The Sunni extremists trying to save their Islam, what they think is true about their Islam, so they would do anything to even kill the Shias to save their Islam. That's what they think they're doing. And then we have our own defense, Shias. So that's why the cherry picking, like, if you read Surah Azab ayat that I've shown, verse 37, this is the reason why we're not cherry picking. It's because you see, it is very difficult to see through this, to see through it. through this false prophet and the cult leaders, because on one way the good ayats, the good promises are given, and on the other hand you have to really go through everything, all sides, to right. So then we concentrate on those problematic ayats that we don't understand, that we say Allah knows best and Prophet Muhammad's wisdom is above our wisdom, and he is closer to us than our own selves, believers. If you believe, then he is closer to you than your own selves. So all this is a very, very difficult thing. Like if I read Surah Muzammil ayat 10, be patient, O Prophet, in quotation marks, O Prophet, with what they say, and depart from them courteously. And be patient over what they say, and avoid them with gracious avoidance. And now verse 11 of Surah Muzammil. And leave me to the deniers, the people of luxury, and bear with them for a little while. And another translation, Sahih International. And leave me with the matters of the deniers, those of ease in life, and allow them respite a little bit. For we certainly have shackles, a raging fire. This is verse 12. I continued with verse 12. So, you see, it's very difficult. And why did Yazid say all that? So I have to analyze, I have to look at both sides of Yazid's questioning to Bibi Zainab in his darbar. So it was Yazid who said that see how Allah has treated your family members in Karbala and all afterwards. The women folk, why was Yazid so like this, so hard-hearted? The Quran says that they became hypocrites because, very well said, oh, so it's going to be very difficult. The Quran says, oh my God, just a moment. Hello, yes, the Quran says, explains how they became hypocrites, hard-hearted. So this too, then, Yazid, then we can understand the hard-heartedness of Yazid being Muslims, Shia Muslims. Very, very difficult to prove. Quran even explains hypocrisy, how people become, even Muslims have become hypocrites. Those who claimed to be Muslims at that time, Rasulullah's time, and they were actually idol worshippers, still pagan idol worshippers. So you see, we have some answers, and it would be very difficult. I'm repeating myself because what can I do? I'm stuck here, right? That's why we have to show what we've found out, what the foreigners who did research have found out about the Quran verses, that it has scientific errors, or that when I'm showing Surah Azab verse, I'm not opening all the verses, the ones which say be patient and good and this and that, because the problematic verses. So that this is why it's not cherry picking. It's very, very difficult to expose this false prophet You see, my Shias may not cut the limbs on the opposite direction, but in the Jafri, in our sect, as it's called, I mean, the apostasy laws are there, and we can be killed. So I'm saving apostasy in Shia Islam. You can see Wikipedia thoughts on apostasy in Islam on my Shia site. On this Shia site, you can check. So I have to save. Let's see what this site says. Imam Khomeini has noted that the word means the murtad, apostate, is the person who has left the faith of Islam and has chosen disbelief, kufr. Tahrir al-Wasila, volume 2, page 366. So, and what's the ayat for this? In the Quran, Surah Maida 5, Surah of the Quran, verse 54, I think. I haven't got my reading glasses on. So, O you who have faith, should any of you desert his religion, God will soon bring a people whom he loves and who love him, who will be humble towards the faithful, stern towards the faithless. Wage jihad in the way of God, not fearing the blame of any blamer. That is God's grace, which he grants to whomever he wishes, and God is all bounteous, all knowing. So you see why? Is this cherry picking? No, it's concerning apostasy. So that's why the verse is given concerning apostasy. So we also as ex-Muslims have to, when it comes to these aggressive, violent verses, we give it in this form, this way. We quote the verses, we give references from the Quran about these violent verses. It doesn't mean we are cherry picking. You see what this verse is? This is from Thoughts on Apostasy. I haven't read the whole article, or is it a book? Okay, I think this is enough. So just an example to you so that you understand why we are cherry picking, what you call cherry picking, because we are quoting the verses which we feel don't go with the mercy of Allah's Prophet, the true merciful Prophet of Allah. Merciful. And so we have to, considering those problematic verses, refer to them and quote them. So I will continue later. This is, for now, I can only do this. Thank you so much.